Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our curious viewers, Cheese and Thank You. Thanks for the suggestion, Cheese. You asked, what is the difference between salami and pepperoni? Honestly, most of us have stared at a pizza and thought, wait, isn't this just spicy salami? But, as it turns out, while these two cured meats share a family tree, they've got their own personalities, flavors, and surprisingly dramatic histories. So, grab your sandwich, preferably with both meats on it, and stay tuned as we slice into the difference between salami and pepperoni, right here on Explaining Everything. Let's start at the root of this carnivorous confusion. Both salami and pepperoni belong to the grand family of cured sausages, meats that have been seasoned, fermented, and dried to last longer and taste better. The name salami actually comes from the Italian word salami, which simply means salted meat. So, fun fact, all pepperoni is salami, but not all salami is pepperoni. It's kind of like how all thumbs are fingers, but not all fingers are thumbs, except in this case, the thumb is spicy and made of pork. Traditional salami goes way back. We're talking ancient Rome back. Farmers made it to preserve meat before refrigeration, mixing pork, sometimes beef, with salt, spices, and good bacteria that helped it ferment safely. The process gave salami that tangy flavor and firm texture that Italians have been obsessed with for centuries. Pepperoni, though, that's America's remix of the classic. It was invented by Italian immigrants in the early 1900s who wanted a cured sausage that was spicier, smokier, and perfect for, you guessed it, pizza. Here's where things get tasty. Salami is like a seasoned diplomat, balanced, complex, and proud of its subtlety. Depending on the region in Italy, it might be made with pork, beef, veal, or even a mix, along with ingredients like garlic, black pepper, fennel, and wine. That's right, wine. Because of course the Italians would find a way to make even preserved meat classy. Pepperoni, on the other hand, is the bold American cousin who shows up to the party wearing red, smells like paprika, and probably brought the loud music. It's typically made from a mix of pork and beef, heavily seasoned with paprika, cayenne, chili powder, and garlic. That's why pepperoni has that fiery red color and a spicy kick that wakes you up faster than a double espresso. It's also finer textured, more of a smooth, blended paste before it's stuffed and cured, compared to salami's chunkier, coarser mix. So, if salami is like a rustic handmade cheese, pepperoni is its fiery, factory-polished cousin who turned the spice dial to 11. Now let's talk mouthfeel, because that's where the experience really separates the two. Salami tends to be drier, firmer, and more marbled with fat. It's made to be sliced thin and enjoyed slowly, almost like charcuterie poetry. There are dozens of regional types: Genoa salami, soft and garlicky; Milano salami, fine and mild; and soppressata, bold and rustic. Each has its own flavor profile depending on how it's cured, what meat is used, and how much fat it has. Pepperoni, though, is all about that snap, that spice, and that satisfying little grease puddle it makes when baked on a pizza. The high fat content and paprika give it that glossy sheen and those famous crispy edges when it curls in the oven. And that grease? That's not a bug, it's a feature. When you see those orange oil spots on your pizza, that's flavor gold. Mostly melted fat and spice oils doing their job to make you need another slice. So while salami is a refined snacking experience, pepperoni is unapologetically messy, spicy, and designed to melt into cheese and sauce like a culinary stunt double. Here's the fun part. Italians don't even really eat pepperoni. If you order a pizza pepperoni in Italy, you'll probably get a pizza topped with peppers, because pepperoni with one P means bell peppers in Italian. That's right, in Italy, asking for extra pepperoni might just earn you a polite nod and a whole lot of vegetables. The American pepperoni we know today was born in New York City's Italian-American neighborhoods in the early 20th century. Immigrant butchers took the techniques of traditional salami making and adapted them with local spices and curing methods, creating something smokier and hotter that appealed to American palates. It became a pizza icon after World War II, when pizza itself exploded in popularity across the U.S. Pepperoni's spicy flavor, bright color, and crisp edges made it the perfect topping for a growing fast food culture. Meanwhile, salami stayed loyal to its European roots, the artisanal aged cousin that never compromised its flavor for fame. They share DNA, but speak different culinary languages. One says, "Buongiorno, have a slice of history." The other says, "Hey, let's party on this pizza." Both are winners, depending on what you're craving. If you want something sophisticated, go salami. If you want something that bites back, pepperoni's your champ. So next time someone asks if they're the same thing, you can confidently say, "Nope, they're cousins. One studied abroad in Italy, the other opened a pizza joint in Brooklyn." If you enjoyed this comparison between two similar meats, don't forget to like, subscribe, and that, my friends, is the meaty truth. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.